Hello and welcome to Portugal. Today, coming up, we'll see some bulls, some bridges, and a nice pair of bollocks. That's a pair of nuts, that, Joe, isn't it? Eh? That's a pair of nuts, that is. But first, I've just got to get me socks and my shoes on, which, believe you me, takes a long time. Watch. Why don't you watch the opening credits instead? Eh? I assure you it's a lot more entertaining than my feet.
The perfect combination, no confusion. Yo, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up. Respect to the man singer.
So this is the garden lot.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't it? We'll have a look in. It's it costs €1. So that's obviously really good. And here's the river. That's the road bridge that we went over yesterday. And there's the pont over there, the bridge, and there's the Mila, the river. Let's have a walk over and find out, eh? So for all of you paying attention, I actually called it Ponte de Lima. It's actually Ponte de Lima. So that's the pont, that's the bridge. Half of it is medieval apparently, and the other half is Roman. I don't know which is which. I think the bit on the left hand side as you look at it is the medieval bit, and the bit right at the very bottom towards the town is the Roman bit. And this is the Lima, the River Lima. Its source is in Spain, which we are not far away at all. And this is the back end of the gardens. There's Joe. Yeah, these are the back end of the gardens I just showed you the picture of earlier on. And as you can see, it's quite a beautiful town. It's obviously got beaches on the other side there and mountains. So the best of both worlds. I'll turn you off for now, and I'll turn you back on in a minute, and we'll have a walk across the bridge. Oh, they're doing some work on it, look. It's nice though, isn't it? Ponte de Lima. Not to be confused with Ponte de Mila. I say I'm recording this really for me. This is a memorial to I'm guessing a singer. She's got a microphone. Yeah. She's either a singer or it's Marty Wilde. Ask your mum and dad, kids. Ask your mum and dad. Anyway, this guy here, he was trying to tell us who it was. And I think it's a singer. He didn't speak very good English, and Joanne doesn't speak Portuguese, do you?
No, sadly. But for now.
For now. Anyway, there's a Bobo turning up. I'll switch you off and I'll let you know what's happening up ahead.
I don't think I've had one yet.
Right, I have no idea who this is yet. I didn't realise there were so many statues and things. It's obviously Roman, isn't he? And he's on his horse. It's lovely. I'll find out for you and I'll let you know. But we're right next to the there's a clock tower there, a church. It'll be a church. There's always a church in Portugal. And the biggest car park in Portugal ever. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. It's a Roman centurion looking after your car. I think, oh look, so the river must have come up this high back in the day. It's, let's have a look, let's go up. Obviously these are an add-on, don't look very Roman or medieval. There we go. Joanne there trying to kid everyone, she's a Christian. So there you go. I don't know what church that is, I'll find out for you. Always a church, isn't there? Here we go. This will be the first Roman bridge I've ever walked over, Joanne.
Wow.
Well,
Very.
have you walked over any?
No, I don't think I have. I feel like I should have. We
See,
should think about York and things like that. I feel like I ought to have done something there.
This actually is the oldest town in Portugal. Did you know that? And this bridge was for the Romans to get to Braga quicker. I think the town was a town in 1125, I think it was. I'm sure I'll put some graphic up on the screen. Oh look, that was a big fish. Got to love it, haven't you? There is the side. See, now it's used just to join the two biggest car parks in the world together. Got an expert Roman team doing a bit of work up ahead. Ah, there you go, look, River Lima. It's official. There you have it. Another bit of bridge. We were just wondering what these were. And I just thought, because they're all the way spaced along, and then we get to the end and we see a pillar here, fitted there, and I get a bit further along and you got this ornate bit of stonework going on. It's rather nice, isn't it? Mm? Oh, they know how to make bridges, them Romans. Here we go. There's always a bloke under a tree. Want a coffee?
I'd love a coffee.
Good, let's have a coffee. And I'll get Google out and we can actually see if there's anything worth seeing. Yeah? See you in a minute. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like those clogs, don't you?
Smart. Lovely.
It's like being in Lancashire. Well, that's an eclectic shop, isn't it? Hey?
Underwear, fleeces, tea
And,
towels.
yeah. Well, apparently there was a market on yesterday. Oh, look, there we go. Always Jesus, isn't there? How ironic, though. We've got Jesus there, then we've got the devil there. And we've got Buddha there. Oh, and a lovely church or chapel. Love these. Beautiful. Ah, it's a university. Should we carry on?
Yeah.
Or does that look like it's going out?
Yes.
So we walk back down this one.
Yeah.
I think it is quite small, isn't it? But very pretty. I just love these houses, me. You know, the ones with the tiles on.
Yes, I do.
I think they're
They're
really...
so ornate and just, I mean, look at that. That's a nice steep street to go up. This is what I like
Oh
about
God,
Portugal as
this will
well.
this
All
will just
them
be a video of me going.
huge hills.
This is Mark panting up some steps, wishing he wasn't such a fat knacker. Obviously, I'm not a fat knacker. Oh, it looks nice there. Should we have a?
Yeah. Without encroaching on people's personal space.
Yeah. Hola. That was like the baby scene from Battleship Potentia.
Pretty big Nick site.
Brilliant. See, I always worry, you know, when you see those kind of windows, the anti-theft windows, it always makes me worry a bit. You know, and look at the bars there.
Don't you think, though, it's so that they can leave the windows open in the summer without a risk of being...
Yeah.
Just...
And there's another chapel. Is that the third one we've seen? Or
Yeah.
the fourth one we've seen? think it's the 4th. If you write in the comments below, I'll send you a prize. If you can guess how many we've seen. Mind you, they can rewind it, can't they? No cheating. Very beautiful. Love this. This is obviously the restaurant land, isn't it?
Yeah. Bar, restaurant, bar, restaurant.
That's lovely. You could see yourself sitting here, couldn't you? Hey?
Totally.
Having a minute, you know, watching the world go by. Just sitting. Makes you wish you still smoked, doesn't it?
I think there's actually some fag ash on my seat if you
there?
just have a look now.
Oh.
I
There
didn't
is
sit
as
on
well.
it, obviously.
Obviously. Well, this is getting a bit boring now. I'm going to turn you off for a bit and see if I can come up with something more interesting, really. Yeah, so we're in boring world. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit. Anyway, see you in a minute. Well, that didn't take long, did it? I found an antique shop. So this is what caught my eye, not my reflection. It's lovely. I like that helmet as well.
I like that helmet, €250. But you know.
Is that like a what? No, it's a fireman's helmet. Yeah. Oh, and a gun. That lamp's nice as well, isn't it?
That's
Hey?
beautiful.
This is
See,
actually.
that drew of that auction
I know I was
programme.
gonna
He
say that.
snapped that up.
Salvage Hunters,
That's
or
the
whatever
one.
it's called.
That's the one.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Beautiful. Amazing. I'm gonna have a look round. This is. Oh, yeah. I love these. That's really nice, isn't it? If you're gonna have a record player at home,
Definitely.
you might as well have something.
Absolutely.
That'd be
Something like that.
an amp one as well, wouldn't it? And everyone's looking at this going, I used to have one of them in my bedroom.
Look at that painting there.
That one.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's funny, isn't it, actually?
It is, it's really funny.
And you see all the girls' knickers. Look.
I know.
So, oh, it's the girl with the pearl earrings, look.
Oh, it is.
Do you think it's an original? Hello, pussycat. Oh, look. This has got to be number 5, has it?
Oh, that's lovely.
It's church number 5. Wow, that's a grand entrance to your flat, isn't it?
That's lovely.
Wow. Ah, is it? Or is it a council house? Looks very churchy to me.
No, you were right the first time. Camarga Municipal. Oh, and there's an ale hop. There's always an ale hop. This looks nice. Look. On this corner here.
That looks lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah. Red shop.
See.
Ropes and to lead the animal through the streets to the main square, Largo de Camios, which is this, and then onto the sandbank, accompanied always by wild antios and general excitement.
Well, have you noticed what's been rubbed the most on that?
Yes.
Can you guess at home, viewers? Please send your answer on a postcard. Well, it's his horns, probably, actually. It's his horns, really. But definitely, they've been rubbing his cock, haven't they? So what they do, they tied him to the church?
Yeah.
The grills of the church?
Ran round 3 times.
Yeah.
And then brought him, and then led him into the town square with much excitement. It was only the 1600s, so they didn't have a telly or anything.
Yeah. Oh, well. Whatever rocks your boat, Joanne.
Indeed.
Whatever rocks your boat. So we've just found this little bit here. And there's no... It's what I love about this country, is you can just mooch. Oh, it's lovely. And you get to see a few roofs, which is always a good thing. There you go, there's that church. Oh, it's just church number 5 over there. And, oh, there's some, hang on. More steps, Joe.
Cool.
It's nice, isn't it? Ah. So that's where we came from. That windmill. I took a shot of that windmill on the way in. That, in fact, that's where we started, right there, look, where the pontoon is. Lovely. Shall we have a quick walk up here and have a quick look at the view up here? That's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you always wonder how these platforms stay up when there's nothing supporting it? Because I do. That's beautiful, isn't it? And you
So
get a really
nice.
good overview of the town. Obviously, if there's any Tylers watching, you're really excited now. This is called Tyler porn. Let's go down.
Go down.
So I was talking rubbish, wasn't I, really? Because it has actually, it's really, really safe, isn't it, that? I love these doors though, don't
Yeah,
you?
they're incredible, aren't they?
And that looks like a fridge. They're bolts and half, aren't they, them? Do you know what I mean? That's, I don't know, what would you put there?
Look at that pigeon.
I know, I've got him.
There.
They put wire in England for you, mate. This is beautiful, isn't it? I love this.
Lovely.
You'd like to sit there, wouldn't you, and have your morning coffee,
You would.
watching the world go by. Oh, that's a scraggly one, isn't it?
Flipping out. Oh my word.
They're all are, actually.
They look really underfed, don't they?
Yeah.
Look like those buzzards in
They
Jungle Book.
They do, don't they? Ringo Starr. Oh, this is the... oh, you see, we take you everywhere. Oh, I think it's a dead end. Ah, good shot of the bridge, though, from here.
Yeah, it is.
And there's a statue down there. We're going to have a look at that, shall we? 2 bison and a load of tourists I might as well walk to the end. There's always a bit of dog shit.
Oh, you are joking.
Isn't there? That's where that bull is, with his shiny cock. Lovely, isn't it? I love that. Right, let's go down and have a look at whatever that is. Whatever that is. Where people just go and lean against it and get their photograph taken. Let's go and lean against it and have our photograph taken. They're making me laugh, these pigeons. Look, he's obviously having a bit with that one. But they are the ugliest pigeons you'll ever see, aren't they? Apart from this dandy one here, look. Obviously the locals thinking, who's this silly boy taking pictures of pigeons? Anyway, onwards and upwards. See, look, it's like catnip for tourists, this statue. Have you seen, Joe? People come from miles around to stand next to this statue. And it's amazing. Look, obviously a couple of bison and a woman doing all the work again. Oh no, there's a bloke at the back, look. Oh, there's a bloke at the back of that one as well. See? That's lovely, isn't it? Again, look, everyone's touching his horns. I should imagine this symbolises the hard work and endeavour. Just stand next to this lady, Joe, and just show the audience at home how tall people were back in medieval times. You can see she must be 7 feet tall. This bloke here must be 8 feet. They were called the Portuguese giants, and they were even bigger. I mean, look at that. That is that's a pair of nuts, that, Joe, isn't it? Eh? That's a pair of nuts, that is. These come alive at night, you know, like the museum. These come alive when the sun goes down and wander around the streets. It's a great bit of like animated world. So do come to Ponte de Lima, not Mila. Lima. There's something else going on down there, Joe. Or should we get a coffee before we go? You know what that is, don't you? That's my favourite sailing boat.
Oh, lovely.
Do you know what it's called?
No.
Nor do I. I'm going to look it up on Google and I'll come back to you. That's where we just were, Joanne, look. And he's got a dog, and that's probably where he takes his dog for the poo. Right, I can't be bothered to walk down there because I've seen loads of them. This is a caravel, this boat. And it was used by the Portuguese. It's a small little one. It's what Columbus used to find the United States of America. So it's a really, really famous little boat. And they used it to find Africa because they could sail in and out of small little beaches, I suppose, because they were flat bottomed. And they used to sail in 2s and 3s, collect water from the land and then sail down a bit further. So this is a caravel there, if you're interested. We've come to get some food. Let me get a bit wider, then you can actually see what we've ordered. What we ordered: monkfish skewer with punched potatoes, which we're guessing is going to be. And this is a lovely. If you come from Nottingham, we call that a cob. You call it a barm cake, and this is cheese and olives. So I'll got a dab in, and I'll let you know what the rest of it's like. See you in a minute. So we just found out that the restaurant that I found is a Michelin star restaurant, and I'm now bricking it as to how much it's all going to cost. And I can't believe that Joe's wearing a Disney t-shirt. Well, we've ordered the monkfish anyway, so I'll speak to you in a minute, as will Joe. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to video the skewer, but it was on a skewer. It's now on a plate. Skewer, plate, and it's lovely. So how was your meal, Joanne?
Absolutely, comida bonita.
Comida bonita. Well done. And how much did it cost?
€47.30, and that was for a small bottle of wine, what essentially was a starter for us because it was cheese, olives and loads of bread and yummy olive oil to dip in. And we both had, as you saw, the monkfish skewer, and we're full up. Oh, and a coffee each.
Yeah, great stuff.
Oh, and water.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah. Possible to put service on.
I just thought I'd this is the other side of, we ate on the other side of the river, but the buildings, it's really smashing. We're just going to walk back now to our camper van and we're going to move on to the next place. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sure they did, Joanne, don't you?
Oh, how could you not?
How could you not enjoy a video with Foxy and Mark? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your next door neighbour, tell them all. And next off we are in
Castillo. Oh, we're heading to the coast.
We're going to the coast anyway. It's going to be a really nice warm weekend and we found somewhere to stay. So we're going to stay there for a couple of days. So have a good week. See you next time. This is One Life Wing It. Subscribe. See you later.